Hello everyone and welcome to my channel where English becomes your best friend. In today's video, we're diving into the grammar as we explore the present simple tense. This tense is one of the fundamental building blocks of English, and by the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to use it in your conversations confidently. Yep, that's right. We are making grammar as cool as your favorite jam. So grab your English hats and let's groove.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Before we get into the details, let's understand what the present simple is. The present simple tense is the base form of the verb. So we don't change the root of the verb in this tense unless the subject of our sentence is third person, like she, he, and it. In this case, we sprinkle a little less magic onto the end of the verb. Affirmative form, we can use the present simple tense in the question forms. To make questions in the present simple tense, we put the auxiliary verbs do or does before the subjects. The main verb is in its infinitive form. Now look at the examples. Do you play football? Does Jack play the piano? Do Rita and Angela live in Manchester? It is important to remember that in the question form, because of does, you don't have to add s to your verb for the third person subject. Now look at the photo here. We use do for the pronouns I, you, we, you, and they, and for he, it, and she, we use does. Look at another example. Ellie reads a book. Does Ellie read a book? This is the thing that I've explained, that we have to omit the s when we have the present simple in the question form. See how to make negative sentences in the present tense. We put do not or does not before the verb to make a negative sentence in the present simple. Look at the examples. Do not or don't in the short form. I don't exercise on Sunday. Does not or doesn't in the short form. She doesn't work here. Remember that we use short forms only in informal situations. We use the present simple when something is generally or always true. So we can use this tense for scientific fact or general truth, something that everybody knows about that. Look at the example. People need food. People need food. This is a scientific fact. It snows in winter here. It snows in winter here. 2 and 2 make 4. We use this tense to talk about the situations that we think is more or less permanent. Look at the examples. She works in a bank. Does he live in an apartment? So these are the situations that normally are permanent. Use is for habits and routines. It's for the actions that we do regularly. We often use adverbs of frequency like always, often, sometimes, or the expressions like every Sunday, every week, twice a month. Let's look at the examples. I play tennis every Tuesday. I don't travel very often. Do you smoke? Let's watch some real examples of present simple.
There he goes. Same routine every day.
Yeah, I've been noticing that. Starts with his lucky cup.
But he has to check it for dust.
Now he pours the coffee.
And always over pours.
But then he pours some back.
Now watch. He taps the sugar 5 times.
One, 2, 3, 4,
5.
All right, now watch his face. This is where he realizes that isn't sweet enough.
So he adds another.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
And this is the part where he realized he works with Jack and Ass.
We also use the present simple tense for short actions that are happening now. That actions are so short that they are finished almost as soon as you've said the sentence. This is often used with sports commentary. Now look at the example. He takes the ball, he runs down the wing, and he scores. Now watch the clip.
He shoots, he scores!
He shoots, he scores. We also use the present simple to talk about the future when we are discussing a timetable or a fixed plan. Usually the timetable is fixed by an organization, not by us. Look at the example. School begins at 9 tomorrow. What time does the film start? The plane doesn't arrive at 7. We also use the present simple to talk about the future after words like when, until, before, after, and as soon as. They are sometimes called subordinate clauses of time. Look at the example. I will call you when I have time. I don't focus on this part because I'm going to explain it more in the upcoming videos. And we use the present simple in the first and zero conditionals. Examples: if it rains, we won't come. If you heat water to 100 degrees, it boils. Again, this is a topic which I want to explain it in the future lessons. Your turn to practice. The train departs at 7 o'clock. I give you time to think. Yes, the train departs at 7 o'clock. Next. A woman never tells her age. Take your time. Yes, a woman never tells her age because the subject is the third person. Last one. She speaks English. Which one do you choose? Does or do? Yes, clever learners. It's does she speak English. Again, because the subject is third person. Before we wrap up, let's put what we've learned into the action. I want to hear about your routines and habits. Do you have a morning ritual that energizes you? Or maybe a favorite activity you enjoy every day? Please share your sentences in the comments below and I'll be there to give you feedback and correct any mistakes. Let's learn and grow together. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Ellie English for more language learning content. Thanks for watching and until next time, keep learning and growing.